Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are experiencing a bit of a horsey hiccup as their new docuseries Polo for Netflix is deemed a boring flop. Apparently, the naysayers are weighing in and they're not horsing around with their reviews. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, when initially announcing their partnership with Netflix back in 2020, said they were interested in making content that, quote, informs but also gives hope. Now, seeing that their last three projects have been flops, this is beginning to be a problem for the Montecito duo. Is Polo the final nail in the coffin for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle with Netflix as their contract end date is fast approaching? You guys, we have a lot of juicy royal daily tea to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the royal daily tea. So you guys know that I have partnered with Analucia Diamonds. Analucia Diamonds is a luxury brand of lab-created diamonds that is ethically sourced to provide affordable luxury, eco-friendly elegance, and making responsible choices without compromising on your style. Right now is the best time to check out Analucia Diamonds as she's having a huge 30% off holiday sale, and on top of that you can save an additional 20% by using my code RDT20. You guys, Analucia is top-notch quality, the highest quality in lab created diamonds. So I hope you guys will check her out. The link will be listed down for you below, and be sure to use code RDT20 to get an additional 20% off the sale price. Now let's get into today's video. Well, I did manage to get through one complete episode of the series, and I fast forwarded through the very last episode, and I have to be honest with y'all, I would have rather watched paint dry. So I'm going to go ahead and give you a brief breakdown of my opinion of Harry and Meghan's Polo. Now, it's been about 4 days or so since the series dropped, and well, it is a complete flop, unless of course you talk about all of the bots or the SS squad who are out there promoting it as the greatest thing ever. But as we suspected, it's not doing well. Now, why is Harry and Meghan's Polo series a flop? Well, I would say it's for several reasons. For one, Harry and Meghan picked a topic, polo, that is not very popular. Again, if you go to the masses, 90% of the population out there don't play polo, have never seen a polo game, and probably cannot afford to take up the hobby of polo. It's for the uber wealthy. 90% of the people out there will never get into polo, and the entire show was about people's obsession and their entire life around a game of polo. So right there, that's not going to interest 90% of the people out there. Unlike football, baseball, soccer, even car racing, the masses simply are not following polo. So it's a really hard sell doing a reality show trying to make polo happen when it hasn't been happening for a very long time. Then you have Harry and Meghan, who decided to turn polo into what I call trash reality TV. I thought it was going to be a real documentary showing the world about polo, teaching the world about polo, maybe getting people excited about the world of polo, but instead they're trying to get the cheap ratings. Because remember, Harry and Meghan really need a hit for Netflix. They have bombed on their last two projects, Live to Lead and The Heart of Invictus. They tanked. So they really need Polo and the cooking show to kind of make it or break it with Netflix. So they decided, okay, we're going to go down the reality TV route because that's what Americans like to watch. We love our trash TV. We like reality TV. As a matter of fact, reality TV is almost replacing scripted television. But the problem with Harry and Meghan is that they chose people who are not likable. Yeah, there's nothing likable about any of the main characters of the show. You have a father and son dynamic, which is borderline abusive and boring. Then you have the married couple, a man who has a complete temper tantrum and an anger problem. He's also a little bit of a scandalous man who's been married several times, mistreats his pregnant wife to go play a game of polo, and is probably not very kind to his horses, doesn't even know his horses' names, has a major anger problem. Makes me a little nervous for his horses that he treats like they're golf clubs. Okay? Then you have another couple, I don't even know who they are. And then there's Nacho Figueroa, who again is an unknown to 90% of the population. People who are not playing polo don't know Nacho Figueroa. The only way that I know Nacho is because he's a buddy of Prince Harry. Literally. Otherwise, I never would have known who this man was. So I would say they picked a sport, a topic that's not popular, so that's a huge problem. Then they casted very unlikable, selfish people. And then the plot of the whole series is people's life. We eat and breathe and sleep polo. Okay, well, none of us can relate to that, so we're bored. And then there's the whole aspect of the treatment of the animals, which I gotta be honest is a huge one for me. Now, I am an animal lover. I don't even like rodeos. I'm from Texas. I will never go to a rodeo. I won't go to a bullfight. I don't like the circus. I don't like the zoo. I don't like horse racing. And I certainly do not like polo. I don't like the way the horses are jerked around and their spurs cut into them. Let's not forget the history of Prince Harry and his horse that he rode to death while she was pregnant so he could play a game. That bothers me. I don't like animals being used as objects. They are living and breathing things that have feelings. And I know a lot of other people don't like that as well. So to me, it was just a very unrelatable, unlikable show that was boring. And I felt like they were really trying to ramp up the drama to make it exciting because, again, people think that reality TV now has to be trashy and you got to have drama and you got to show the high stakes of polo. The guy sold his house so he could go play polo and wouldn't hang out at his wife's baby shower because he had to go play polo. It's like, you're an ass. I'm sorry, but there's nothing likable or redeemable where I'm going to be like, oh my God, polo, it's so exciting. Wow, I got to go out and watch polo. This guy's not even going to hang out with his pregnant wife because he's got to play polo. That's so exciting. No, it's gross. And then you have the factor that Harry and Meghan were not in the series. Again, at the end, they try to make people excited with Meghan speaking Spanish, which was laughable. The whole series was terrible. I really did try to give it the benefit of the doubt, but again, I was bored. I could only make it through one episode. He was trying to make it look like all the rich and famous, beautiful people really love it, and that could be true. Again, the upper echelons of society, the rich folk, like it, but the rest of us who they're banking on to watch the show, to want to get into the show and have a season 2 and 3 and 4, I prefer the Housewives of Beverly Hills. Even though they're rich and they live in Beverly Hills, there's something more relatable about these women. The interesting thing about the reality TV shows like the Housewives series is you have different family dynamics. They all have different jobs, they have different houses, they have different families, different lifestyles. It's not just one thing. And with polo, it's literally just polo. That's their whole life, is a game that none of us like or interested in, so therefore we're bored. So I think that's why it's going to be a flop, is because they chose something that's not popular. The other part of that is that Harry and Meghan have done nothing to promote this show, which is really odd. Because remember, Harry and Meghan wanted to be movers and shakers in Hollywood. They wanted to become directors and producers, yet they never network with the bigwigs. You never see them at Oscar parties or the Emmys, the Golden Globes. It's like, y'all understand that Hollywood is about networking, right? It's who you know. Again, Harry and Meghan just think, well, we're Harry and Meghan. We're Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. So people should just be happy that we show up. They should just be happy with our appearance. We'll just throw our name on something and it's going to be a hit because we're Harry and Meghan. So the network bosses over there at Netflix aren't too happy with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle because they literally refuse to do any work. Remember, they were called lazy grifters from Spotify for a reason. They do the bare minimum. Again, Harry and Meghan, what they're doing is they're just monetizing their name and their title, and they think that's enough. We're Harry and Meghan. Obviously, just having our name attached to something is all we need to do. So the interesting thing is they didn't go on any TV shows, they didn't promote it, they didn't put anything on social media. They literally released a trailer like a week ago and then boom, here's the series. That's it. No other promotions. Like Harry went on Jimmy Fallon where he did that Halloween thing where they were promoting the Halloween nights, but he couldn't go on there to talk about his upcoming Netflix series, Polo. Like, you're supposed to be executive producers. That's what you do, is you do, the Hollywood thing. You go on TV shows and you promote your project. They did nothing. They make it seem like, again, they do the bare minimum and they just thought, okay, boom, we're going to release it and we're going to get millions upon millions of views and it's going to be a hit. Harry and Meghan are not exactly the most likable or popular people right now in Hollywood. Their reputation is in the toilet. They don't do any promotions at all. They produce a show on a topic that's not popular at all, followed by 90% of the people out there, and they just assume because it's Harry and Meghan, people are going to watch it. Now again, their docuseries about Harry and Meghan, where they were starring in it and trashing the royal family, yeah, that was a hit for obvious reasons. But due to the fact that they're trying to create a whole new thing based on the drama and the lifestyle of Polo, and they're not starring in it, is a problem and no promotion. So in my opinion, this is turning into 3 strikes, you're out. If that cooking show is not a hit, Harry and Meghan are done. Or should I say Netflix is done with Harry and Meghan. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give this a 1 out of 5 stars. I believe Netflix is going to be done with Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Everything now is riding on her cooking show, which is rumored to be coming out in early 2025, I believe probably around March. Again, everything is riding on her trademark. So if the cooking show bombs, they're done because their contract is over in April of 2025. So this is not looking well for Harry and Meghan. But what do y'all think? Do you plan to watch Polo? Have you watched the Polo series? What do you think about it? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you. We're getting close to 40,000 subscribers. So if you like today's content, please make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. It is free to do so. And I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye, guys.